Welcome back to Nova Dawn Educational Farm. And my name is Lacey, and with us today we have our friend Hennifer. Our video today is actually going to be a progression of her injury healing. So one of the first things we need to know is that there is some seriously graphic images in the video, in the beginning of the video. And it does show healing videos along the way. So we want to make sure that everybody is aware that that is what's going on in our educational programming today. Not to mention, it happens. With farm animals, it's a lot different. People tend to have two varying opinions. One is that all animals deserve to see the vet all the time, and the other is more of a, it's only a chicken. Personally, I feel that yes, if you want to take proper care of your animals, having a vet and consulting with your vet and visiting your vet is all very, very important. This particular injury was sustained, we think, from one of the turkeys that had been sharing the pen at the time. At first we thought it was one of our female hen turkeys because she had been picking on a couple of the girls. But we've later decided we think it may have been the male turkey, and there may be some footage of what we think may have happened moving forward in the video. Now my girls here, these guys are buff Brahma chickens. We have a flock of 9 now. We have a rooster and 8 hens. And Hennifer, about 5 weeks ago now, I went out one morning to check on everybody, and she had a laceration, so a big cut that went all the way across her back. You can kind of see it now. She's healing up really good. So it went from about here all the way down to the other side. And it was wide open, and you could see muscle tissue, but surprisingly she wasn't bleeding. And these guys here have a really high pain tolerance because as flock animals, same with herd animals, if they're hurt, they want to cover it up as much as possible so they're not predator bait. So she was in completely high spirits when I brought her in the house, even though she was very injured. So moving forward, I cleaned up her wound a little bit, and she was standing in the kitchen sink, happy as a clam, clucking away. So we just kind of kept going. We used honey bandaging for the first week. Every 24 hours, we'd use unpasteurized fresh honey to actually cover the wound, bandage her up, and then after that she's been pretty much on her own. We used crazy glue to seal the wound, and there's been no signs of infection whatsoever, and as of yesterday she has laid 2 eggs while in the house. We've done some reintroduction. We had a little setback last week when she met Sonny a second time, which is our big male turkey. So yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of questions if you watch the video, so feel free to comment on the posted video, and we'll do our very best to answer your questions. Thanks so much. Hennifer says thank you. And we also have some awesome feather regrowth too. This whole patch of her back was completely bare, right through here, and it's all regrowing, and you can kind of see there's still a little damage there, but she's healing up very well.
It's a little slippery. It's a little slippery there. It's going to be hilarious.
He's going to try, he's going to fail, and it's going to be so funny. on, buddy. Hi, my boy. Really? You don't need to chest bump with the rooster. What are you doing, Sonny? Playing the role of gay best friend today is Sonny the turkey.
I don't care. It's fine. It's okay.
Here for what? Step one on introducing Hennifer back to the flock, I set her down on the outside of the pen. And Rusty's very excited, I think. I missed the initial set down. He was all postured up. He was great big feathers all out. But Rusty wants to see what's going on, I think. So I'm gonna go in and sit with everybody in hopes that we can have a successful reintroduction. Her wound is very well healed. Not healed completely, but it's healing. It's been about 4 weeks. We did put the chicken saddle and a little sock back on her, mostly for aid in thermoregulation, because she has been in the warm house, and even though it is above 0 today, she could get really cold, so acclimatizing could also be a problem. So we're going to make sure that she doesn't get too cold. Her feather growth is doing amazing, and she should be in 100% shape here in no time. So let's see how reintroduction goes. All right. So I think we got the hands-free thing going on. So let's put her down and see how it goes. Hey, Rusty. You be nice. What are you doing, Rusty? Oh. So in this particular situation, you kind of have to let them reestablish their pecking order. So, Sonny, get your big goofy butt out of the way. We're trying to watch. So basically what's happening here is Hennifer is just making it known that she is back, and they're trying to reestablish an order of things. Sonny is parading around like the little drummer boy, even though he doesn't really know what's going on. So this is something that you kind of have to let take place. Mind you, I will be watching if I could see past the turkey. Oh, no, that doesn't need to happen, Sonny. So, it is something you need to let kind of take place over the course of a few days. And today she may be out only when I'm out in the barn, and then tomorrow maybe a little longer. I might put Sonny in the pen with the other birds today, so he's less assertive. How was that, Henny? I don't know. Thank you for kisses. So as far as the letting it happen process, basically I'm watching, I can intervene if I feel that it's necessary. At the moment, they're just doing normal chicken things. I did intervene, as you saw, when Sonny decided to try to be a little bit more dominant. But other than that, they're doing pretty good. And I seem to have solved the Sonny complication. He's on the other side of the tracks now. You see how rusty the rooster is? He's definitely making lots of noise, but you'll see him, he's actually circling back behind the flock. Like he's sticking real close to Hennifer, and he's circling back, kind of trying to drive everybody together, but make sure everybody stays safe at the same time. It's actually really interesting to watch. All right, guys. So thanks for watching our video on some of Hennifer's reintroduction. One thing I did want to touch on before we let everybody go was we did have Rusty and Hennifer, and subsequently Sonny, because that's what he does, outside. And a lot of people right now have a very big concern about the avian influenza that's been tracked by the CFIA here in the valley. We did have a poultry farm in Gasbro that had to be completely culled. They lost over 1,200 birds, which is such a shame. However, that particular day we were out, it was a very snow covered. It was after that last rainstorm we had, and everything was nice and crunchy and crisp and clean. So I knew exactly where the droppings in the bird pen had came from. And it wasn't a wild bird situation. It was actually from these guys. So that's why I felt comfortable having them in the pen at that point in time. if you do see a deceased wild bird that has no sign of trauma, don't touch it, and document it via your cell phone camera and get a hold of the CFIA, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, because avian influenza is one of the reportable diseases because they want to be able to track it. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and Hennifer and I are gonna go do some more recouping, and hopefully we'll have another video of her back with the flock permanently. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and all those fun things. So there's the subscribe button and the dingly bell and the thumbs up. And I've actually learned that the dingly bell does actually tell you when new videos are posted.